thank you so much for joining us. I'm Melissa with Rootless Destinations. Heidi could not be here today. We are going to share some of our paranormal investigations that we feel as if maybe you've not had a chance to look at the video. Also, I would like your take on some of the things that we have found. This video that I'm going to speak about today, Heidi was not with me. So a friend of mine went with me. This was not the location that we initially wanted to film. But when we got to that location, it was not only locked down pretty tight, but it was just very busy in that area. So we decided to just kind of move on and see if we could find something new that we hadn't really investigated or even walked through. So we ran upon a cemetery, and it's Magnolia Cemetery in Houston, Texas. So unbeknownst to us, there were a couple of very prominent, famous people buried in this cemetery. So let's talk a little bit about the Worthams, which we discovered were buried there. That is the only mausoleum on site. Gus and Lindell, I believe that's her name, I'm sorry, Gus and Lindell Wortham. In the early 1900s, they brought the cultural arts to Houston. So some of the stuff that you're going to hear, in my opinion, may be the Worthams, or be somebody buried there that also had something to do with the cultural arts. So let's get started. Let's put our headphones on. You're going to need them. Most of it, well, actually, yeah, most of it is audio. So I'm going to share the first clip with you. We did take 2 trips to the cemetery. The first one was the one where we just stumbled upon it. And then the second one, when we went, we knew a little bit more. So we were able to do a better investigation. I am going to put the links to both those videos in the description. So when you have a moment, please go take a look at the full video. Leave a comment, like, share, tell us your thoughts on it. So let me share the first clip with you. Headphones. So I'm going to play it one more time for you. We are hearing a woman humming. And this is in the back of the cemetery. We had stationed a camera back there just because I just had a weird feeling back there. I was like, it was just kind of creepy because it was in the very back and there wasn't a lot of light, and it looked to be an older section. So we did set a camera up back there, and this stationary camera caught this woman humming, which is probably about, I'd say 50 to 60 feet away from the Worthams mausoleum. So let's play it one more time. I'm going to boost the audio a little bit for you. Again, headphones. I'm going to play it again. So there is definitely someone humming or singing. Now, I will let you know the cemetery is in the middle of the city. So you are going to hear some road noise in the background, but there was nobody in the cemetery. We did not notice anyone walking on the street side. So this to me is unexplained. What we caught next could most certainly be an animal. But I want you to listen to this because it happened twice. Tell me what you hear and what you think. Again, headphones. Okay, I'm going to play it again. I'm going to boost the audio a little bit. Now, you can also hear, what I find is kind of interesting, is that when you boost the audio, you can kind of hear the woman in the background humming a little bit. It's very hard to hear, but in between the two sniffs, you can still hear her humming. So we spent quite a while in this cemetery because we hadn't been walking around. As we were getting ready to wrap it up, we are completely on the other side of the cemetery, on the opposite side. And as we're walking back to pick up the cameras and wrap everything up and head out, we did catch something visually. I am going to play it in regular time, and then I will play it again slowed down so that you can see exactly what we caught on camera. And you'll also see that my friend actually saw it and asked about it. So let's play that clip for you real quick.
Oh.
Did you see that?
What?
Oh, I saw a light.
Well, camera's still on.
So did you hear him? He asked, did you see that light? So let me slow it down for you and see. I would really like to know your take on this. This is also the same area and the same camera that caught the humming and the sniffs, I guess. So I'm gonna play it again.
Ooh.
So I find this extremely interesting. We took another trip, and again, the second trip, Heidi could not be with us. And we set up a camera in the same area as the back of the cemetery where we caught all that humming and the anomaly, just to see if we could catch anything again in that area. Now the camera is set up a little differently, but it is in the same area. So again, headphones, because you're going to want to hear this audio. Okay, so again, in the same area, we caught a woman humming. As you noticed, I played it twice, once with the normal volume, and then the second time I boosted the audio a little bit. We also felt as if that we needed to investigate in the, I believe it's in the middle of the cemetery, and there's a section where they have a historical memorial dedication plaque which talks about the Worthams and the cemetery and the church that used to be there, and there's some benches around it. So we went to go set up some light balls and just sit down and see if we could catch anything in that area. We did catch I can't tell if definitely a voice, but I don't know if they're humming. I don't know if they're trying to speak. I don't know if it's just a grunt or something. Things to see, y'all. A couple things to see, y'all. A couple things to see, y'all. 100% what this possibly could be. So share with me what you think. This is, again, Magnolia Cemetery. It's in the middle of Houston. We took 2 trips there. Links in the description. Tell us your thoughts on some of the stuff that we shared with you now. Leave us a comment, like, share, all that lovely stuff. We will be sharing more videos like this with you in the near future. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope you enjoy the videos.